Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. We have a trading update. Sit back, relax, let's get into this. I open the game and this pops up. The Snoop Dogg Cadillac is in the game, I guess, or coming soon. Is it in the game now? It is. Okay, it's in the game, so you can pick that up right now if you want. Make sure to use code PixelArmy if you do, and also there's still going to be a gold fennec in the item shop whilst you're watching this, because this is going up today, and the reason is we have a big trading update. Oh my gosh, I actually can't believe it. So it's been a couple of weeks since I made this video titled Update, Proof that Trading is Coming Back to Rocket League this year, and this year has a question mark after it because we weren't certain as to when this was going to happen and if it was going to happen. We're going to take a look at some of the comments. I want to preface what I was thinking making this video and where my thoughts were at the time and where my thoughts are now thanks to this new update. Zanik says it'd be the dream Christmas present. It's true. Let's read this from Zavik. Trading is nice to get back, but just trading isn't enough. Their trust and their way of ignoring the whole community and leaving the game bone dry for like 5 years is something they have to stop with. And obviously, if it's 5 years, Epic Games have only owned Rocket League for 5 years. I love trading, but what I want most is actually new content and more stuff to do. That's very true. Trading is something that's important as well. They literally managed to remove all the fun out of Rocket League. Rocket Racing was doomed to fail because of what we lost in exchange. Yes, that is true. I love that. Coral Coke, you're saying there's a chance. I didn't touch Rocket Racing once. This can't be real. Haven't played Rocket League much since trading was removed. I spent so much time getting rare stuff to trade. I have around 60 White Octanes, Fennec, and Dominus. I might actually come back. Let me know in the comments, do you still play Rocket League? And if you don't, would you make a return if trading comes back? Now, a lot of comments say this better not be clickbait. I mean, let's see what the replies are. Let's see. I hope not. Pixel doesn't do that. Appreciate that. Look how serious he is, bro. Watch the video. You were the first person I thought of when they removed trading. That was literally your career. If they bring it back, it'd be so great. It would be great. Maybe they realize they actually murdered their own game. This is the fair comment. It says there still is the trading system, and like you mentioned, Fortnite items can't be traded in unless it's a duplicate. Are they certain those trade lines of code aren't for updating the trading system? That's a valid point. However, in the video, it doesn't say trade in, like in the code, it just says trade. But I'll come back to these comments. This is what you're here for. I've kept you waiting long enough. You may have remembered from a recent video that I did where I played some games in Rocket League. I finished some ranked games, wanted to party up with one of the people that I found in solo queue, and when I tried to search for a game, it said that I hadn't accepted the user license agreement. And if you've played Rocket League recently and you played it before, you probably had to accept the user license agreement as well. And what do we do with, you know, the license agreement, terms and conditions, anything? We scroll to the bottom, we accept, and we get on to play the game. No one reads the license agreement. Well, it turns out this time we absolutely should have done. So if we go to settings, we go all the way to extras and we go to EULA. This is the end user license agreement. That's our agreement. And in it is something massive, and you would never see it because no one reads this. Look how long this is. This is so long. Did you read all of this? No, you did not. But if we scroll up a little bit here, you can see there's 13 sections of the end user license agreement, and you can find this in your own game the exact way I am right now. All we want to read and focus on is section number 5. So let's go up. I wish I knew what the user license agreement was before this one, but you wouldn't have to re-accept the agreement unless they made changes. And there is no way what I'm about to show you was in the old one, but here it is in the new one. So let's read it. Okay, here we go. This is so weird. Okay, here we go. This is it. Come on. Psyonix does not recognize the transfer of the software with the exception of virtual currency and virtual goods as defined in and in accordance with section 7 below. Maybe we'll have a look at that because I haven't read that either. Other than as set forth in section 7, you may not give, purchase, sell, bargain, barter, market, trade, offer for sale, sell, license, assign, or otherwise divest your rights. Okay, sure, whatever. Responsibility or obligations under the agreement, either in whole or in part without the prior written consent of Psyonix. So that's always been the way, right? That's always been the way in Rocket League. However, any attempt to do so shall be void and have no effect, whatever. Psyonix allows you the limited ability to trade virtual currency and virtual goods with other users who lawfully possess the software under conditions provided with the virtual currency and virtual goods. So if someone has Rocket League and has accepted the user license agreement, Psyonix will allow you the limited ability, granted I don't know what that means, to trade virtual currency, credits, V-Bucks, whatever, and virtual goods, items in Rocket League with other users. Tell me I'm not reaching now. So to go back to how I was feeling when I made that first video, before I heard any of the rumblings about trading coming back, I was resigned to the fact that it never would. Why would they do that? They removed it. I was like, it's never coming back. It is what it is. When I made that video back then, I was skeptical, to say the least, and I was 50-50 on it. Despite being told by people that it is without a doubt coming back and seeing the lines in the code, I was still 50-50. I wasn't really convinced, you know? But this puts me at about 90%. Genuinely, I think objectively, the skeptics in the last video, I'm not going to say haters, because for them to say, I don't believe you, totally valid. I didn't really believe me either. I was just pitching the idea with the limited information I have. I think everyone can read this and think this is something, because since I made that video, that's when we had to accept the new license agreement. That is when we are now 1 month away from the Season 17 update. And that is when this has been added into your game as well as mine, mentioning trading. Like, why would you need to specify this if trading is not coming back to Rocket League? So whilst I was skeptical when I made the last video, obviously hopeful because of what it means for the community, I am much more convinced now. And I think even if you're still not convinced trading is coming back to Rocket League for whatever reason, and that's valid, you have to be more convinced that it might be, having read this. I think that we can all agree on. Let's go and read section 7 and see what exactly they're talking about. This might be very important, actually. I didn't read this. The software may enable users to use virtual currency as a medium of exchange exclusively within the software. So within Rocket League, trading in Rocket League. Good. Okay, so A is basically saying there should be trading in the game. B is saying you may have the ability to purchase virtual currency from Psyonix or earn it for the completion of activities. So getting credits for doing challenges or just buying them from the item shop. C, you can access and view your available currency and your items in your account. Nice. This is basically saying that Psyonix has the right to do whatever. If you get 1 million credits in your account for like a jank item, they might be like, what are you doing? That might make giveaways difficult. I don't know. Your available currency as shown in your account will be reduced each time you use it within the software. Okay, so that's buying stuff. Okay, so that's basically saying when you buy stuff, your credits are going to go down. Okay. All purchases are final. Yeah. And then it basically says that you can only get currency in certain locations. Okay. So that's that. A lot of stuff, but it seems like trading's coming back. If we go to my inventory, let's see all the items that I actually have that can be traded away. I mean, I have some drops here. What exactly? Okay, nothing crazy though. My final golden pumpkin, that's pretty cool. But let's see what we've got. If we just go to black markets only, there's so many. Come on, get me to black markets right here. 2,806. And I've given away tons. But look at all these. These can all be traded. Or they will soon all be able to be traded. Let's finish this video by opening the crates that I do have. It's getting quite laggy because I was sifting through all of the terms and everything. Let's see if there's something I get here that I could eventually trade. Could be sick. Come on. It's going to be a rare, I think. Hard to tell, really. It's going to be the junk food. I actually wore that decal over 8 years ago. That's insane. Next one is a boost of some kind. It's going to be the lightning boost. Okay. And then the final one, golden pumpkin 24. It'll be interesting to see how trading works with Rocket League and Fortnite, because I know they want to bring trading to Fortnite as well. It was in their roadmap. So who knows? But we have the final golden pumpkin 24. And let's see what we get. It's going to be a rare. That's a bit jank. It's going to be the, lone wolf, though, in black. Black scorer. That's sick. That could go for some credits on Rocket League when they bring back trading. Like I said, I'm now 90% convinced. They wouldn't have that whole trading section. That is a trading section. There's a lot of jargon and waffle in there. But to keep it simple, it's basically saying there's in-game currency and in-game items. You can trade them with people that also have the game and accept the license agreement. That's basically what that massive stretch of paragraph was. It's crazy that even though I've never once seen one of your videos, the Rocket League community pushed this to the top of the algorithm because it's related to trading. Someone tell Epic Games to get their head straight and give the people what they want. Facts. Facts. Like, that's just it. This person says, don't know if it has anything to do with the trading or anything like that, but the achievement got removed from the Epic Games launcher. So maybe it'll come back. Who knows? Who knows? This could bring back the glory days. It absolutely could. And it does seem quite serendipitous, to be fair, that the next season update is exactly a year later from when trading got removed. I mean, come on, man. This might even completely reset trading. Like, the novelty will be back, because a lot of the trading glory days were actually before free-to-play. It was the nothing to somethings. It was the 2016 to 2020 era of trading, where it was just such a good time. Obviously, free-to-play, it was insane too, but there were already so many items by then. A lot of items had lost their value. But back in the day, when black markets had way more value, and we don't know what value items might have. You know, we've had a year of no trading and item shop prices where all black markets are at least 2,000 credits. Are we going to see that again? Because when trading got removed, some of the black markets were worth like 50 credits. Is that going to be reset? I don't know. Not to mention, we lost 15,000 subscribers in the last year from people that only watch me for trading. So it would be cool to welcome you all back to the channel. Pixel's cooking with this one, won't lie. I miss trading so much. So many people have said they're barely touching Rocket League since trading has got removed. I'm hopeful. Bro might get his job back. Maybe laugh then as well. Nevertheless, that is going to do it for this video. I think regardless of what you think, like I said, it's safe to say that this is nothing but positive for trading, because if trading doesn't come back, we've lost nothing, right? If we go back a couple of months ago, we were resigned to the fact we had no trading, and you know, we've still been having a good time on the channel and all that good stuff. But this, combined with the stuff I showed in the last video, this is big, and we could be in for a very exciting December. So nevertheless, that is going to do it from me in this video. If you did enjoy it, please do drop a like, subscribe down below to join the Pixel Army. I've been Pixel, you've been awesome, and I'll see you in the next video very soon. Flying in a missile, haters throwing shade, never pick me, not an issue. I am a beast, I'm at the top, I run these